I'm Kelly Goonan. I'm an associate professor of outdoor recreation and parks and tourism at Southern Utah University. And I also worked at a summer camp for 10 years when I was in college and high school.
I'm Ava, and I'm a second year outdoor rec student.
Hi, my name's Haley. I am a ski patroller in the wintertime and a raft guide / conservationist in the summertime.
My name is Monica Martin. I'm a senior in outdoor recreation, and I've been working for California State Parks for about 5 years.
My name's Ivy Mortensen, and I've worked at climbing gyms. I'm a whitewater raft guide, and I ski instruct.
My name's Kate Abeda. I'm a junior in the outdoor recreation program. I'm the vice president of the Outdoor Rec Project. I'm on the SUU tree committee, and I work for the SUU grounds. I'm on the flower crew.
I'm Lindsay Westling. I'm a senior studying outdoor recreation, and I've spent the past 5 summers working in the summer camp industry.
I'm Zoe Metzger. I'm a senior in outdoor recreation and parks and tourism, and over the past summer I worked as a lifeguard for Disney.
Hi, my name is Mick, and I work at Glacier Raft Company.
Hi, I'm Grace, and I'm a senior in outdoor rec at SUU.
So my name's Jen Burton, and I currently work here at SUU in a department called Outdoor Pathways, and we manage the Intergovernmental Internship Cooperative, it's a mouthful, or the IIC, and I serve as the internship coordinator here. I worked for both the National Park Service and the BLM in a few different locations over the years.
Hi, my name's Sydney, and I'm a senior at SUU studying outdoor recreation.
My name is Kylie Bennett. I'm a senior in outdoor rec at SUU. I'm the president of the Outdoor Rec Project on campus, and I'm also a trip leader for SU Outdoors, and this is my senior capstone project.
Yeah, so the first time I came to Zion was in 2019, and that was probably the first park that I realized that I wanted to work in the national parks being a park ranger. And then I came to college here, an hour from Zion.
I grew up recreating with my family in a mountain town in Colorado.
So I grew up in Ohio and Indiana and in a not at all outdoorsy family. And I hope all of you that are listening to this have also somewhere along the way had an influential teacher in your life. And I had one. His name is Mr. Waldman, and he was my high school environmental science teacher. And a saint of a man, every year he would take groups of students backpacking in an area in West Virginia called the Dolly Sods. So I didn't take my first backpacking trip till I was 15 years old. Every summer he would do these really big trips with students that lasted anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks. And the year I went, we road tripped from northeastern Indiana west and across Montana up into Alberta, Canada. I took that trip between my junior and senior year of high school, and I came home from that trip and I told my parents, I think I was 17 at the time. I said, as soon as I can, I'm moving west. When I was 19, I started working and living out west, first at a summer camp in Montana. And then we'll talk more about this later, I think, but I eventually blew off a semester of college to come work in Zion for the first time.
So I first got involved in outdoor recreation growing up. My family spent a lot of time outside, and we would go camping and just play outside. I really got into canoeing when I was in high school, and then in college I had the opportunity to participate in the outdoor recreation program at my university, and that introduced me to a lot of new activities that I really enjoyed.
One of the earliest memories that I have that really shaped me into who I am today was when I was in middle school. I was kind of in the awkward phase, and I remember going to this overnight summer camp in the middle of nowhere, Nebraska, and there was one moment where we all had this giant mud fight in the river, and we just got so dirty, like so disgustingly dirty. But I remember going back to the... That's good. Keep going. It's okay. This is silly. Yeah, so disgustingly dirty. But okay. But I remember going back to the cabin that night and looking in the mirror, and that was the prettiest I'd felt ever in that moment, even though I was covered in dirt and everything. And I feel like that's just the power that being outside has, especially like as a woman in outdoor recreation. It really just makes me like feel beautiful sometimes being outside, and it's just a special feeling.
I got first involved in outdoor rec probably the day I was born. You know, my family is really big in camping and hiking and fishing, everything. So I just most identify myself with being outside, which is why I decided to major in it. I just really enjoy it.
The way I found my start in recreation was just kind of growing up camping, going hiking, almost something every weekend when we were growing up.
I first got involved in outdoor recreation when I was really young. I grew up going on the river and fly fishing, going backpacking and camping. It's something that's been involved in my life since I was little.
My first experience in outdoor recreation was actually a school-guided river trip on the Lower San Juan through SU Outdoors.
So I first got involved in outdoor recreation when I was really little. I grew up in the Midwest, so there's not as many hikes necessarily, but my parents did a really great job of getting us outside. I grew up on a farm, so I've always loved being in the outdoors just in general. I decided to get a change of scenery and I moved out west to go to school here, and it's been the best decision of my life.
So, some of the challenges that I've faced in outdoor recreation as a woman is kind of this perception that you have to be um, performing at a certain level to be taken seriously sometimes in outdoor recreation.
So one of the biggest challenges I've had with being a woman in outdoor recreation was a few years ago. I was the assistant director at a day camp in Omaha, and my co-director was a guy. We had such a great time. We worked very well together, but I often felt that at times I would say the exact same things as him, and I would get less of a response back. Rather, when he would say certain things to kids in the same volume, same tone, they would automatically listen to him. I felt like I had to be 2 times louder and 2 times more professional than my male counterpart in the field, which was just very frustrating at times because we were both equally qualified for what we were doing. So that was just slightly frustrating.
I would say the biggest challenge that I face as a woman guide is having my authority challenged. Just because I look smaller, people think that I am not capable to handle the situation. Being a short and young female in the river guiding world naturally comes with its challenges. I've really loved and looked up to all of the women who have challenged those expectations and stereotypes and just pushed themselves to accomplish things that they're capable of.
One challenge that I have seen in work is men think that women are less than or not equal to, even though we can do the same job the same way or even better.
I have noticed that women are often looked down upon. People see men in the leadership roles more than they do women. I have been catcalled and sexually harassed as a guide by guests and senior authority in the guiding companies.
This, is sadly common. Hopefully it's getting better, but I did experience sexual harassment as a young female park ranger working for the Park Service by mostly visitors making inappropriate comments.
So growing up, I worked a lot in the outdoors, specifically at farmers markets. I would be the sales rep for my family's farm, and oftentimes a lot of men specifically would not take me seriously or respect my opinion, even though I grew up on the farm and I did know what I was talking about. And I think I've seen a little bit of that in the outdoor rec field as well, where people respect my counterpart who is a male a little bit more and take what they say a lot more seriously. And I think that's pretty disappointing because I think women bring just as much to the table as men do.
So I always come back to outdoor recreation because of how it makes me feel personally. Just being out in nature, moving my body, being active, being with people that I care about. And it's something that I find personally meaningful. And I also come back for my students. I do think that I serve as a role model for all of my students. And that's not something that I really take lightly. I try to think about how I'm showing up in my classes and the activities that I'm doing, and setting that example to show people that there's no one right way to enjoy the outdoors and everybody can find something that they enjoy doing outside.
I hope in the future women continue to invest in the outdoor recreation community because we bring a lot of valuable qualities to the table.
I hope to see more women in leadership roles.
I hope the future for women in outdoor recreation looks safe. I know that when I'm in, mainly women's spaces, I do feel a lot safer, and I would like to feel that way outdoors while I'm hiking, like if I'm on a solo trip, I would like to feel that way.
I hope it's fun and inclusive and more girls get outside.
In the future, I would love to see a lot of women in camp leadership roles, and taking ownership of summer camps would be really beautiful to see. I hope in the future I just see a lot more women in the outdoors. I think that nature is medicine and we all deserve a chance to heal. And
I think that it would be really cool to see more women in leadership positions and technical roles in the outdoors because we're just as passionate and capable.
For the future of outdoor recreation, I hope that women aren't intimidated to get involved in new activities. I hope that they're able to find community and a sense of safety and belonging in the outdoors. Um, and I hope that they just find their passions, whatever activity that is or whatever place that is, that they're able to find something that speaks to them and fills them with joy.
The future of rec and women. I just want to see more women. I want to see more women in leadership roles. I want to see more women owned businesses that support the industry. I want to see more diversity beyond just women, the BIPOC community, the queer, trans, LGBT community. Like, I want to see everyone, anyone and everyone recreating. We all would benefit and just need one person sometimes to expose us, show us, teach us in a kind, loving way. And I think that is an aspect that women are good at is being inclusive of others.
I hope the future of outdoor recreation for women is inclusive and awesome.
I think it's important for women to take up space in the outdoors because oftentimes we are maybe seen as being a little bit more passive or not being as knowledgeable or experienced in certain areas. And I think outdoor spaces is a great place for women to challenge that assumption and to show that they are just as capable as anybody else. And the more space women takes up, the more space that opens up for other people to also find their place in the outdoor recreation space.
Women need to take more space up in the outdoors because we're awesome, and we need to do more cool stuff together.
Women should continue to take up space in the outdoors because it proves that the outdoors are for everybody. I really think having a female community out here is setting a good example for all of the generations to come, and also just proving that the outdoors benefit all kinds of people and they should benefit all kinds of people. I think it's important for women to be in the outdoor rec field because it brings a lot of different backgrounds. I think we all have something to bring to the table that can all benefit the outdoor rec field.
I think that women should take up space in the outdoors because the outdoor community should be inclusive and it shouldn't just be one gender or one group of people.
So why do I think it's important for women to take up space in the outdoors? The obvious answer is, like, we make up 50% or more of the population. Like, we exist, we are here, and we're capable, and we want to. So we should. And I also think it's really important for young people, like little girls, little boys, to see men and women doing things. We belong here, and we can do it.
Women belong in the outdoors, and we should take up space out here because we all belong here. Nature belongs to everybody, and recreation is so good for your mind and your body and your soul. And I hope that the future is just safe and inclusive for everybody.
The advice I would share, always easier said than done, is do your best to get out of your head. You are capable of learning technical skills. You are able to do difficult things, to try hard, to push hard, to do something long distance, endurance. Like, you are capable of it. And sometimes we run into mental blocks. The other piece of advice is take a class, take a course, do a guided experience, have confidence to, even if you're the only person you know in the class, like, sign up, do the thing. And there is benefit from learning from different types of people.
My advice for anybody wanting to get involved in outdoor recreation, but especially women, is don't be afraid to ask questions and to seek out other people who are interested in the activities that you want to try. And don't be afraid to fail and try again. A lot of these activities do take some practice and they're challenging at first. But if you try different things and you're willing to fall down and get back up, you're going to find something that could be an activity that you enjoy for the rest of your life.
My name is Lindsay Westling, and I'm a woman in outdoor rec.
Miss Kate Abeda, and I'm a woman in outdoor recreation.
My name's Monica Martin. I'm a woman in outdoor recreation.
My name is Haley, and I'm a woman in outdoor recreation.
I'm Ivy, and I'm a woman in outdoor recreation.
My name is Sydney, and I'm a woman in outdoor recreation.
My name is Kylie Bennett, and I'm a woman in outdoor recreation.
Stop it. What are we doing? We're just waving?
There is a man in it.
Perfect B-roll shot.
Okay, it's in the background. It's gonna make me sound